my girl, Casey, is the MVP of this whole show. You can't tell me different. You cannot tell me different. Bro, she is the MVP of this whole show. Welcome to my channel. My name is Isaiah Senku. You're here for Super Crooks. This is what we're going to talk about. So, one of the first things I really like about this show is that it blends the Western way of animation and the anime or the Japanese way of animating and brought them together by the median of a Scottish writer. It's beautiful. Okay, he's the same guy that did the other show. I forgot what.
All right, yeah. So Mark Miller is the one who wrote Super Crooks. He also wrote Jupiter's Legacy because they're in the same universe. Yeah, and that's why I said that. So yeah,
It's called, but it was a really popular show. It was really good. So yeah, basically, it's a beautiful show. It's a great show. It looks great. It reminds me of Cowboy Bebop, and also reminds the anime. Not the live action. We don't talk about the live action. Yeah. So basically, like, it reminds me of the Cowboy Bebop, and also reminds me of like Space Dandy. I haven't really watched all of Space Dandy, but my mom really loves Space Dandy. Yes, my mom watches the anime too. At least the old school one, she does. She really loves Space Dandy, and it reminds me of Space Dandy a lot. And I think that's probably maybe an influence, maybe. Well, I don't know. But either way, it's really good. And Johnny is a great character. Casey is a phenomenal character. The other villains, the Bastard is really cool. I really like his character. The Ghost, the guy who could turn invisible and stuff, he was really cool. A lot of them are really cool. They're all really fleshed out. The story is really fleshed out for the most part. The world building was great. I need more, but they added like sprinkles here and there to like really accentuate that this is a real world. That things are happening in this world that is not related to the main character of Johnny or Casey or stuff like that, right? Another thing that I really like about the show is that it's related to Jupiter's Legacy. You know, the live action Jupiter's Legacy, it's the same universe as Jupiter's Legacy. Literally, just the only thing different is that Jupiter's Legacy is the beginning of the story, more or less, and Super Crooks is like the continuation of that story. And I don't know if anybody has. I watched Trash Taste talk about it and talk about the show, and they have not mentioned the show on Netflix, Jupiter's Legacy, at all. So they may not have watched it. I recommend that they do watch it. They're probably not going to see this video, but if you do, Connor, Grant, or Joey, watch Jupiter's Legacy. It's actually like a continuation, or actually it's a prequel of this show, Super Crooks, which came out before Super Crooks. So you should watch it. If you haven't watched Super Crooks, or if you haven't watched Jupiter's Legacy, watch those two shows. Watch Jupiter's Legacy first, and then watch Super Crooks, because Super Crooks happens after Jupiter's Legacy. And you get more context as to what's going on in this whole world building and this whole world based off of Jupiter's Legacy. And the comic books. You can go read the comic books too. Sorry, it's just really cool, the idea of what they're doing. I like the idea of what they're doing, where it's like, it's a different show, but it's the same universe as Jupiter's Legacy, you know, so that's really cool. What else? I got a paper here. Okay, so it's interesting how I thought at first Casey was like going to be like that main character's love interest that's kind of like a little too sexual for my taste. Like, because the intro is a complete like what is it called? It's a complete clickbait. Like the intro song and the intro sequence is a complete clickbait. She's nothing real. She's not even anything like that in the show, which I really love. Is that they gave off a certain vibe in the beginning of the intro, and it's like she's not even like that. Like she's not even a hypersexual character. She just really loves Johnny. That's all it is. She just really stands by and loves Johnny. But she also is a woman of her own accord. When Johnny fucks up and she know he fucks up and she can't take it anymore, she's done. You know what I mean? That's what I appreciate about her, is that she understood when to stop trying to be loyal to this guy if he keeps fucking it up for them. You know what I mean? Now, that's my own personal opinion. I really like Casey for that. That's one of the reasons why. I would love to learn more about the villains or the crooks that Johnny was with when he first got out of prison. I thought that would have been cool to see their backstory and where they came from. That would have just made the runtime a lot longer, but it was still great for what they gave us, you know? Also, horrible friends, by the way. Horrible friends. They drag him down every chance they get, and that's some low-life scum shit, which is why they're low-life crooks. I mean, I guess that's the point, you know what I mean? And then once he gets to the level that Casey brought him at, because Casey had this idea the longest, but she was trying to see if Johnny by himself was able to do it. And then when he couldn't do it, she had to literally pick him up and throw him in a new situation. And it worked, didn't it? You know, so it's cool. It's cool to see that. It felt real. It felt like realistic, like in a way. It felt really real. And what else? I like the villains. I like the antagonist, I should say. The antagonist of the story was really cool. The bastard and the Praetorian. The Union of Heroes weren't really, I wouldn't call them antagonists really. They're just more antagonistic towards the main character. So I guess yes, they would be antagonists. But I feel like it was cool how they handled the Praetorian. The Praetorian was terrifying. Like, he's generally a terrifying character that he just always seems to just ruin their plans all the time, and they cannot escape him. You know, I thought that was really cool, and which was the point, and which was, you know, why, you know, no spoilers, but you know, it's really cool. I might have spoiled it already. I don't even know, but just in case, spoiler review, okay. But yeah. It's a real great show. It's a great show. Honestly, this is this type of stuff that I want Netflix to keep investing in. Shows like these, stories like these. Keep investing in stories like these, and you know, and that's what I like about Netflix in general. Though they're open to make risks. They are willing to take risks. Their money isn't going anywhere. They're open to take risks. You know what I mean? Because it's, you know, they have so much stuff on Netflix that, you know, things come and go. You know. That's just part of it, you know, and that's what I like about Netflix, is that they're open. Like I said, they're open to try new stuff, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they get backlash. Sometimes people praise Netflix. You know what I mean? It just depends. You know, it depends on what they decide to release, and that's what I appreciate about them. So, yeah. What else we got? Oh, Tom. It was. I honestly, I would have liked to see Tom a lot more. In the show, but we only got to see him in the first 2 episodes and the last episode, which kind of sucks. But you know, he was a cool character, you know, and it was cool to see the callback in the last episode, see where he's doing now and how he's doing. He looks like he's doing great, you know. It was cool. It was cool to see that, you know. It would have been interesting to see him interact with Crook, Johnny, or, you know, just to see how he would say, what he say towards that, you know, how did their friendship kind of go apart a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, how did that happen? I'd like to know how that happened, but that's just me personally. What else? The music was great in this movie, in the show. Honestly, the music was beautiful. Also, if you're curious of why I'm wearing this, I just made a review of JoJo Part 6. Coming out soon, if it's not already out. If it is out, you'll see it on the screen at the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Okay, I'm just saying that real quick. Also, go check out these videos. That's all from me. Bye.